Good afternoon, fabulous nurses and leaders of the Central Ohio region. Today, I am honored to celebrate National Nurses Day with each and every one of you. For those of you who may not know this, Nurses Week actually begins every year on May 6th. It always ends on May 12th, Florence Nightingale's birthday. To give you a little history or background on Florence Nightingale, Florence was born in Florence, Italy in May of 1820. Florence knew from the young age of 16 that nursing was her calling. Throughout her life, she was known as a caring nurse and leader. She is credited as the founder of modern nursing after spending many years helping to reform the quality of healthcare. She is remembered for her efforts during the Crimean War and the care she gave to those wounded soldiers. To us nurses, we know her best as the lady with the lamp. As Maya Angelou once said, as a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the heart, the mind, the soul, and the body of our patients, their families, and ourselves. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. With gratitude and as a fellow nurse, I am so very humbled today by each of you and the level of care that you give to the clients that we serve. The commitment you have shown during a pandemic year has been nothing short of stellar. Today, your leadership and we salute you. You are truly the heart of Interim HealthCare.
I believe that nursing is a noble calling on your life, that you should feel that still small voice inside of you urging you on to be a nurse. I can't remember a time in my life when I didn't want to be a nurse.
I've been with Interim for 37 years, and it's been amazing to me the journey that I've been on and watching what we do as an organization and the care that we provide.
We have an organization full of wonderful nurses, and someone asked me to describe what the heart of a nurse means and what it encompasses, and I think it's really hard to describe what it is that the heart of a nurse is, because it is so much. It's almost completely intangible.
Beyond the words, as nurses, you provide hope, joy, comfort, and endless warmth and smiles to all of those patients that you care for.
To me, the heart of a nurse, especially for a home care nurse, is that very holistic, well-rounded nurse who cares for infants to the extremely aged. These individuals have to be possessed with so many skills and so much ability to care, because every single home they walk into, they're facing something different.
It takes strength. In today's world, it's tough to be a nurse. It takes true grit. It's not for the weak or the faint at heart. It takes sacrifice to be a great nurse. It takes empathy. It takes patience. It takes being vulnerable. It takes being a kind human being. It takes humor. Let's face it, sometimes it's easier to laugh about a situation than to cry. It takes a willingness for us to listen and learn from our patients. It takes being non-judgmental of our patients' life choices. While all of these things exemplify a great nurse, I believe that it also takes giving a piece of ourselves to every patient.
To me, the heart of a nurse is someone that is strong enough to withstand anything, including a global pandemic, yet kind, caring, and compassionate enough to care and relate to anyone.
It's the way that our patients and our families and our caregivers feel when they see our nurses truly connect and make a difference in these patients' lives. You all are incredible, and somehow you convey at a level that is well beyond any policy, procedure, or task that you're performing to let people know that you care. I salute you all again and just wish you all a very happy Nurses Day. Thank you for what you do.
The heart of a nurse is giving that 100% when you just don't think you can go any further. I don't know where that drive comes from in us, other than sheer determination. So I thank every nurse that I've gotten to know over the years, and I extend a happy Nurses Day to all nurses. Thank you so much for the work that you do, and I appreciate each one of you.
Nursing is truly a work of heart. We get to help people through some of the best times and some of the worst times of their lives. We get to care for them and their families as they move through the continuum of healthcare, wherever that may be along the way that we have the honors of touching their lives. I feel like most of us became nurses because we like helping other people. It's a sense of fulfillment.
The most important thing that I think embodies the heart of a nurse, and especially in this pandemic, COVID, is the human touch. And it's the human factor that we bring, and helping make sure that everyone knows that we are all human and there are so many things that connect us. And that's what we can bring, especially in home care. We get to be with them and we get to come down to their level as a human. And also bring that specialized knowledge that I just think really embodies the heart of a nurse.
The knowledge and skills of a nurse are very important, but that's not what patients remember. Patients remember the time they were scared about a procedure and the nurse held their hand and comforted them, or the time they received a new diagnosis or bad news about their health and the nurse sat quietly and listened to their worries and concerns. The heart of nursing is each and every one of you that works hard every day to care for others.
I love nursing because I find it both rewarding and challenging. I feel blessed that I get to work with nurses who make a difference in patients' lives every day. A heart of a nurse to me is one that is passionate about patient-centered and evidence-based care. A nurse has the skills to help heal wounds and to administer medication safely. A nurse also has the skills and understands the value of sitting with the patient and listening and holding their hand.
We appreciate what you do and are thankful for what you do and let you know that you make a difference in people's lives.
I want to thank each and every nurse on our team for their commitment and dedication.
After 38 years, I can honestly say nursing has been wonderful to me, and I hope I've been wonderful back.
Thank you to our nurses. Thank you for everything that you do every day. We all appreciate you. Your patients appreciate you. And thank you for being wonderful.
We would like to take a moment and recognize some of the kind words that we received about some of our clinicians. The first nurse is Kimber from the Columbus offices. Kimber's love of life and great big smile are welcome pickups for so many we serve. Kimber is passionate about home care and cares deeply for those she serves. She's quick with a joke and typically closes each IDT with a joke. Her enthusiasm is infectious. She has a wonderful gift to inspire confidence in her patients, and she gains trust and buy-in towards the plan of care. As much as she could be perceived as lighthearted, she is also a dedicated clinician and team player. Thanks so much, Kimber. Russell from the Akron office. Russell is the nurse that everyone wishes they had more of.
or that they could duplicate. I feel it is an honor to work with him and to watch his patients improve and graduate from our care. He is an awesome team player. I can call him anytime. Even on the weekends and in the evenings, he will get back to me very timely. Russell is a friend to everyone. He is well loved in our offices. He is also very humble. Thanks, Russell. Kathy from the Northwest Ohio region. I would like to nominate Kathy. Kathy volunteered to help the Bell Fountain office last year without hesitation. She was selfless and dedicated to the patients and the team. She helped carry us through a difficult time and walk out better on the other side. Thank you, Kathy. Linda from Southeast Ohio. The heart of a nurse is being compassionate and meeting the holistic needs of the patient. This is exactly what Linda portrays daily. Her nursing is thorough, and she follows through with her documentation and needs for each patient. She helps the clinical manager and will visit patients with any last-minute pertinent issues. Linda puts her patients first, and during Nurses Week, we want to put her first and recognize the loving heart that she has. May we learn from Linda and pass it on every day. Thanks, Linda.
We would like to now share some patient testimonials about a few of our nurses. Kathy is an outstanding nurse. I have been under her care for over a year and she is the best I have had. Our nurse Whitney Bates was super. Anna Riley is the best nurse I've ever had. She listens to me and explains everything to me. I wouldn't be anywhere if the nurses came to my house. We love Melody Walker. Aaron and Russell take wonderful care of me. Always happy, always on time, always caring. They are my angels. Thank you very much for these wonderful heroes.
Please join me and let's give these folks and all of our nurses a quick round of applause.
I'm Chris Oswald, and Tom DeMarco and I would like to thank Marcia for inviting us to join this very special occasion of celebrating our nurses. Tom and I both have just a few words. At Interim HealthCare, National Nurses Week is one of the most important weeks of the entire year. We are particularly thankful this year for each of our nurses. We're thankful for what each of our nurses do for their patients today and every day. We know that this past year has been exceptionally challenging and demanding on nurses. The long hours, stress, and unknown exposure to COVID-19 have been around us every day. In the beginning, we had limited PPE and limited knowledge of what actual PPE was needed in order to be safely prepared, and that didn't stop you. The virus was spreading fast all around us, and that didn't stop you. We had clients and facilities who were afraid of and plagued with continual exposures, and that didn't stop you. Entire cities and states shut down, and that didn't stop you either. We faced all of those challenges, but those challenges were never a deterrent to the care our nurses provided. Through it all, our nurses stood at the front line with unprecedented courage and commitment to provide care, and for that, we are eternally grateful. This time last year, we didn't imagine the magnitude, sickness, and pain that we would witness. We witnessed whole communities shutting down, individuals not leaving their homes, and the inability to reach out or to be with our loved ones. Our nurses continue to work through a global pandemic. Our lives are changed forever, both personally, professionally, and as a healthcare organization. In the past year, the many contributions of our nurses have become even more apparent. We see how our patients and families entrust you to care for them every single day. We salute each of you for your dedication and commitment to your profession and the individuals that you care for. As we begin to see some normalcy return, we honor you for your sacrifices and commitments you and every nurse made during a year like no other. We once again celebrate and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we are extremely fortunate and honored to recognize you on this, to us, a very special Nurses Week, a celebration and recognition. And we hope we are recognizing and celebrating different things a year from now, but truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
And I'm Tom DeMarco, and I've had the privilege of being with Interim HealthCare for 37 years. I'd like to share a few observations about nurses from a layperson's point of view. What nurses do is extraordinary. You're the backbone of our healthcare system. Every study lists the nursing profession as one of the most trustworthy professions out there. But you can talk about what nurses are and what you do, but until you see them in action, you get a whole different perspective of really what they do. I've had the privilege of witnessing nurses from Interim HealthCare and from other areas in my life in the home care and hospice arena. And to tell you that what you've done to not only the patient, but also the patient's family is extraordinary. We should celebrate National Nurses Week every week. That's how important you are to the healthcare delivery system and how important you are to everybody for which you care. So what I'd like to do is to thank you for what you do. You are all just amazing.
We'd like to get ready to close out, and we want to thank you so much for joining in our Nurses Day celebration. Again, we thank you. You are the heart of what we do. We have a few more things before we end our call, but we want to take a minute and allow you the optional ability to recite your Florence Nightingale pledge, if you feel comfortable with that. I've asked Kristen Costa to come today to help lead us in that so that we can renew that pledge that most of us gave at some point as a nurse.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession. I will hold in confidence all matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling.
I wanna show you what you mean to me, 'cause I know that you never ask. I hope you see yourself as I see you, and for all you are and all you do, the face behind the mask, I put my hand to hand in gratitude. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you. I wanna show you all the love I can. I wanna stand up and give you a hand. I wanna stand up and give you a hand. I wanna stand up and give you a hand. Stand up and give you a hand. I wanna see the change I wanna be when I stare in the looking glass. I wanna be the strength I see when I see you. And for all you are and all you do, the face behind the mask, I put my hand to hand in gratitude. I wanna thank you.
Thank you again for joining us. And I hope you all had a fabulous Nurses Week.
Woo!